Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for another episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. Today's video is going to be a horror movie review. This is a horror sci-fi movie that I've never seen before. It was sent to me by my friend Phil over at Phil's Creepy Vids when he sent me that awesome package back in September of this year. I've heard a lot of things about this movie. In fact, Forever Midnight just recently did an enamel pin for this film, and I actually got one of those. The name of the movie is XTRO. I was really anxious to check this film out. I really love horror sci-fi. In fact, that's usually the only type of sci-fi movies I like. Pretty much what XTRO deals with is that you have this father that's kidnapped. He's kidnapped in front of his son by these extraterrestrials. You don't really see them, but at the beginning of the film he is taken. You pick up 3 years later and you see what's going on with the family, his wife, his son. They're living with another man, and the father comes back. He actually comes back to Earth as this monstrous alien creature, and what he's come back to do is to reclaim his son and also infect any human that he comes into contact with. And for the cast, you have Philip Sayer as Sam Phillips, Bernie Stiegers as Rachel Phillips, Danny Brainin as Joe Daniels, Marianne Diabo as Annalise Mercer, and Simon Nash as Tony Phillips. The movie was written by Ian Cassie, Michael Perry, and Robert Smith, based on a story by director Harry Bromley Davenport. XTRO was a very strange film. This movie came out in 1982, and the first thing I want to talk about right off the bat is the effects. The effects in this film are fantastic. The effects were done by Robin Grantham, and they are amazing. There's some terrific visuals in this film, especially when Philip, or whatever is Philip, comes back to Earth. How he is sort of rebirthed, that scene is really very intense and very graphic and insane. This one actor is put into almost like a cocoon status, and she's like birthing these eggs. As with the main characters, I really thought that Philip Sayer was really interesting. And Phillips, I mean, you're introduced to him when he's just a normal human at the beginning, and then when he comes back as this alien kind of hybrid thing, you really see this duality to him where he comes off really normal to some people, and the fact that he's this alien being shows itself at different points, and you just see this whole different side to him. Just even his mannerisms really changed. I thought he was really interesting in the role. Simon Nash, who played Tony Phillips, was a little grating at times. Not the best child actor, but again, he does well with the material, and I thought that the scenes between him and his father were really well done. You really felt the bond there. I thought Bernie Stiegers as Rachel did a good job as well. You see that, you know, she's kind of conflicted because she's, you know, involved with this new man, and then her husband comes back after all these years, so she's conflicted on how to feel and everything, and I thought that was really handled very well. So yeah, the film was really interesting. It's one I definitely want to revisit. I do know that there are a couple sequels. I'm not a big sci-fi guy, but if it involves horror, so if it's, you know, like a Predator or an Aliens, or, you know, something like this, these are the ones I'm more interested in. Event Horizon's another one I really like. So yeah, this fell into my wheelhouse of the type of sci-fi I really like. I thought the visuals really made the film stand out, especially the fact that it came out in 1982. These practical effects are really interesting, and there's some really oddball scenes in this film that are just really out there. I mean, they just like, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Especially when Tony starts to exhibit some of the abilities from his father because he's passing them on to him, and you just see like all of these weird things happening with like Tony taking control of his toys and having them go after people he doesn't like and things like that. I mean, there's even a scene with this panther in it. I mean, it's off the wall, insane, bonkers scenes, but I really liked it. Not my favorite film, but one that I really do appreciate, especially given the time period that it came out in, and I like the execution, especially leading up to the ending, which I really enjoyed. So yes, I definitely enjoyed XTRO and would definitely love to watch it again. And I want to thank my friend Phil for sending it to me. If I had to give this one a rating on my scale, I would give XTRO 3.5 skulls. I'm curious if anyone else has seen XTRO. If you have, please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. So thanks so much for watching, and please stay tuned for some great horror content that I'll have coming up real soon. Take it easy, stay scared as always. Peace. I have a Patreon page if everybody wants to help support me. The link is down below. And if you do help support me, Dracula here will get more treats, and Dracula really loves his treats. So any support that you can give me would be very, very much appreciated. Right, Drac?